Hi folks, welcome back. Thanks for clicking on this video. Something a little bit different today. I'm going to take the e-bike out. It's a lovely morning. I'm going to do a reconnaissance mission. I'm trying to find some new camp spots, or at least one. And I'm going to have a little bit of a cook up of a breakfast. So stay with me, should be a good one. Okay, a few flies around this morning. Bike's all set up. I'm just going to grab my rucksack and then I'll be on my way. Okay, so this is looking quite promising. Nice few trees there. Bit of a dry throat. Fairly well hidden. There's a hill going up there. There's a hill going up there behind the woods there. And then this leads into a nature reserve which is full of bushland and trees. So let's go in and have a look. Lots of firewood. Let's see if we can find a flat spot. Right, so I've parked the bike. I'm just doing a bit of a... There's the bike. I'm just doing a bit of a recce. See if I can find any decent flat spots. Pitch tent. The only thing troubling me is there's a lot of dead wood laying around here, and there's some big bloody trees up there. I'm worried about what we call widow makers falling and crushing me in my tent while I sleep. It's the best way to go, but I'll keep looking around, see what we can find. Right, I've decided against the spot I found earlier where those big gum trees were. I just think it's a bit too dangerous, especially with the winter coming, because those trees, when they get sodden with rain after a long hot summer, which we've just had, the limbs tend to snap off. So I've had a little walk around the site and I've come across this area here. Seems fairly flat here. I've got nothing directly above me, which is pretty safe. I've got views down to the ocean there at the bottom of the fields, and then all around me I'm surrounded by scrubland, bush and forests. So I think this might be the spot for future videos. For now, I'm going to head back to where my bike is and I'm going to have a little bit of breakfast. So I'll bring you back when I get there. It's a seat. Right, so water. As I said, today I'm going to be using the Trangia cook system. I've never used it before, so I'm looking forward to giving it a test. That's the Trangia bottle, and you hold your methylated spirits in that. It's actually really safe. Nice fork and spoon. And this is the actual cook system. I've wanted one of these for such a long time, and then my wife bought me one for my birthday this year. So you get a little frying pan, or a lid, probably 7 inches. This is a little cutting board, so you can use it as a strainer. You can put it on top of the pots, and you can, well, maybe not on the frying pan, but you can put it on top of the pot and use it to strain water from things that you're boiling. Or you can use it as a cutting board, as I say. Ants everywhere. This is the little kettle, little micro kettle that comes with a system. And inside there, you've got a clip-on pot handle. I'll put a bit of sponge in there just to take up the rattling, stop the rattling. And then you've got your meth burner in here. So that's the little meth burner. It's got a lid on there that opens and closes, and that adjusts the flame, which obviously adjusts the heat. And yeah, that's the little meth burner. So it's a nice little system. And then it comes with 2 pots, so probably looks like a 5-inch pot. You've got the base. This is the windshield, and then you've got another pot there. It's probably 5.5, 6 inches. Let's get it together. The meth burner fits in there. So with these bottles, I think you have to unscrew the top and then press it in, and then that releases air, which allows the burner to fill methylated spirit. And obviously screw the top back up, and that'll stop it leaking everywhere. Okay, let's get this thing fired up. Okay, looks like the kettle's boiled. Got my brew kit in here. A couple of sachets of Macana latte, very nice. So I might just go with one and save one later. Yeah. Oh, that smells great. Okay, that's hot. Lovely. Couple of sugars. So you can see that flame is really blooming now. Perfect for cooking my breakfast. Put my lid on, keep it nice and hot. Give it a stir. Lovely. Bush latte. Perfect. Right, let's get some bacon on. It's funny, I've got a chair there, I've got a log to put everything on. I end up putting everything on the chair and sitting on the log, which is too uncomfortable for me. Right, so I've only got one sandwich meal a day, so I'll get this in here. Honey smoked bacon, oh, there's nothing better on a Sunday morning. We don't need it all. Put all this back. Always bring a rag with me. A little bit of oil. which appears to have leaked everywhere. Yep, absolutely no oil left in there. That's not good. That means it's all over the inside of my bag. And probably all over my bread. Oh, it's not too bad. Right, let's get that on. Get these in there as well. Cut these up fairly thick, as they do shrink a bit. Do like a good mushroom, especially with bacon. Certain things that complement bacon, mushroom's one of them. And avocado, apparently. I'm not a big avocado fan, but I'll give it a go just to see. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but the bacon is a sizzling. These are aluminium pans, so they're not non-stick. I want to make sure some of that oil that's on the meat already coats the inside of the pan a bit. Okay, all that tipping over. I found a little flat spot with a notch in the tree I'm sitting on, and that's keeping this a bit more sturdy, which is good. The bacon's smelling too much. Put shrooms in, see what happens. Oh, that's the washroom. Cooking. Great little cooking system, this. I'm going to catch the cloth alright. Yep, she's going good. Should use this, you know, not the cloth. Yeah, definitely could have done with some of that oil. And it not leaked all over the bag. Oh, bacon smells lovely. Guess this is where you guys wish you had smell-o-vision. Try and squeeze it all in there. Let it cook for a bit. This is definitely going to need a good clean when I'm finished. There's a spitting and a popping. Right, everything's cooked. Trying to get it off the heat. And we'll get the cover back on, put it out. I should put that out pretty quickly. Close it properly. Okay, let's get this sandwich made up. Starving. Look at that, lovely. Stacks of bacon for a little sandwich. But when in Rome, all those crispy bits in there. Mushrooms. Beautiful. That looks lovely. Bit of black pepper. Lovely black pepper with bacon and mushroom. Goes lovely. Right, squeeze it together. And my little plate thing. There you go. Right, I'm going to find a shady spot, put my chair in the shade, and I'm going to sit and eat this and have my coffee. Right, let's give this a go. Oh yeah, savoury mushrooms, a smoky salty bacon, the butter melting on the bread, match made in heaven. Right, I'm going to finish this off. I'll bring you back when we're all done. Well, that was lovely, just what I needed. So I'm going to finish off my coffee, and then I'm going to get everything packed up back in the rucksack, and I'll hop back on the bike, and I guess I'll cycle home. So I'll bring you back once I'm on the bike. Right, get everything packed away. These chairs are pretty good, you know, they're easy to put up, easy to take apart. You know, a fair weight rating on them, but I don't find them comfortable. That's me personally, I don't find them comfortable. For people of a slighter frame, maybe could probably work for them. But look, for lightweight, you know, hiking type camping, I guess they serve a purpose for the right people. And look at the size it goes into. Look. Now that's probably 12-ish inches long. It's probably 3.5 to 4 inches wide, and probably 4.5 to 5 inches in depth. So they do have a purpose. I'm going to get all this packed away and I'll bring you back. Okay, so with all my camps, I leave no trace, so no rubbish. You wouldn't even think anyone's been here. That's where I was sat earlier having my breakfast. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get back on the bike. As I said, I'm not going to film going back to the car. It's probably a 10-15 minute cycle ride, and I'll probably end the video here. So came out, did some reconnaissance work, looked for another campsite, found something that's suitable, which is really good, and I've got to test out the Trangia cook system, which works fantastic. I'm really looking forward to using that for some more cooking. So I hope you liked the video. It was only a quick one today. Hopefully next weekend I'll get out for a camp. I'm hoping to do a hammock camp, so keep an eye out for that. If you haven't subscribed, then subscribe please. It would really do me a favour. And if you don't, then that's fine as well. Anyway, I'll end it now and I'll see you soon. Take care.